Mark Skews, what is your favorite kill in the Sleepaway Camp franchise?
Oh, it's got to be the outhouse kill.
Yeah, buddy, that's mine.
Yeah.
The outhouse kill. Yeah, this kill's great. Mark, describe it, please.
Again, if you have ever been to camp or if you spent considerable time at a cottage, anywhere kind of outside of the city where outhouses are a normal part of life there, this is a fear that you have, right? Like nobody wants to fall
of goo and filth, right?
Yeah. So, this is a normal part of existence if you've ever had to use one of these, and so to see someone get tossed in there, especially a character like it was Allie.
So
right?
they set this up.
Yeah.
So Allie, this is from Sleepaway Camp 2.
This
is Allie's death with the outhouse. Allie and Angela are at odds with each other the whole movie.
Yeah.
So like they set up Allie's like the Judy character, right? And clearly it's reminding Angela of Judy. She's remembering Judy who bullied her in part 1. So Allie's like the hot bitchy chick.
Vain.
Yeah, but also kind of very slutty and trying to screw all the guys and just wants to be a party girl.
Yeah.
And eventually, Angela's had enough of this shit.
Yeah.
She lures Allie to that abandoned cabin area, and it doesn't actually just start with her just throwing her in the outhouse. No. She stabs her in the back, so Allie is now kind of incapacitated. Then she drags Allie into the outhouse, puts her face into the fucking toilet, and makes her look at the sludge that's underneath, the piss and shit pool at the bottom of the outhouse, then proceeds to toss her into it. But I think the most brutal part of this is she grabs like a big log, like a stick, and pushes Allie into that disgusting pool.
She's trying to claw herself back out.
Yeah.
But she just keeps knocking her back down.
And she basically drowns her.
Yeah.
Like, to me, this is the one that had the most visceral reaction because the idea of drowning in a pool of piss and shit is fucking heinous.
Yeah. Leeches, Allie, for a leech like you.
She did get her head out.
And that's
covered in leaches and other
and fecal matter and like leaves and things.
And for a character,
it's very effective.
Yeah, for a character her whole character is just trying to be beautiful and the pretty one. This is a very ironic kill or very fitting for the character. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty brutal one. It's gonna stick with you. You're gonna. I remember the image of her coming back up, gasping for air, covered in fecal matter and leeches is just. They never actually show you the shot of the grossness, but
What's down there? Answer me. Shit. That's right. One of your favorite words. Well, if you mind if I borrow it for a moment, you've been a shitty friend and a shitty camper. What else is down there? Answer me. You pissed away your good looks and God-given talent your whole life and turned it into nothing but a cynical, dirty-mouthed waste of flesh.
It's a very effective.
That probably works better because they probably couldn't show that effectively.
They could just like the bottom of a porta potty.
Yeah. And you wouldn't die right away from that. Right, so she
drowns her.
Yeah,
so
but
I think you would die pretty quick.
No, I know, but I mean, like she's got enough time to try and claw her way back out.
Oh yeah, it's not an instant death.
It's not like she just falls to her death and immediately. No, like she is
heinous.
living the experience of being in an outhouse that is being used. Right?
And drowning in it. Yeah, it's brutal.
Good call.
Good call. Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
We've never matched on any of these before, have we?
No, not on. I don't think so. Not on a question.
Yep.
My worst kill. Frank from Return to Sleepaway Camp, the rat kill.
Yes, that's mine.
What? Really?
Yep.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I've got
this
it in
is the closest to being in sync.
Yeah.
Like in all of Slash Cinema, you are witnessing history. Here,
We
folks.
did not talk about this
This
before.
is the most in sync Mark and I have ever been.
Yeah.
We've been friendly this episode. We haven't been
don't like it.
bickering
I
much.
don't.
We haven't been at each other.
Yeah.
You haven't pissed me off with any of your stupid like hot takes.
You're putting part 4
I know. Yeah.
above part 5 is
Well, I'll give you the description for Frank's kill. So yeah, this was also your worst. Yeah, it's terrible. It's just trash.
Yeah.
It's anytime you do the cut to black kill, like Leprechaun had a bunch of these. That to me is just don't even do it. I'd rather you didn't do it. I'd rather you just found the corpse. Like I'd rather they just found him dead. It's like, oh, at some point he got killed.
Yep.
Then set this up, this elaborate thing. So Angela ties Frank up, the camp owner in Return to Sleepaway Camp, ties him up in the chair. He has a thing with like birds.
So he has a bird, and I mean that would have made a more fitting kill.
Like the
of
bird pecks his
somehow,
eyes out.
but
Yeah.
he doesn't. No.
Yeah, no. And so she rigs his bird cage and then puts it on his head. Frank's tied to a chair.
Yeah.
And he's like screaming and freaking out. She then opens the door on the bird cage and she has a bag of rats, apparently.
Yep.
And you actually see this, and that's why it's also shot terribly. She like tries to toss the rats in, but I think there was only one rat in the bag. And you see the rat come out. And the first thing the rat does, like it doesn't look like a snarling monster rat. It looks like one from like a pet store.
It's just like a mouse,
And it like
basically.
freezes, but
Yeah.
it like immediately freezes, like probably scared and like doesn't know what to do.
Yep.
Then it cuts to black and you hear these lame sound effects and Vincent Pastore doing like this
Yeah.
lame like
I feel bad for him.
screaming and it's just so bad.
Get me out of this! What the hell's going on?
Give it away. No.
He's like, oh God, like that kind of shit. And then later it cuts, they discover Frank's corpse because it doesn't show you what happens. And then they discover his corpse and like half his face is eaten off and like his eyeball is exposed.
Yeah.
And also, did you catch the cage door looks like it's like kicked open?
Yeah.
Were these mutant rats from Tromaville that Angela threw into that fucking cage? Like, what? That's not even what would happen. Firstly, rats aren't going to eat your face like immediately. If that was the case, look at Fear Factor. All of those people would be dead.
That's the whole idea, right? And they're playing on the idea that eventually a rat, when it's caged, will eat anything to get out.
Yeah,
right?
days
the
later.
problem is,
days later.
they're
Mark.
not piranhas. Like they're not just going to immediately shred all the flesh from your body. Like, first of all, I don't know if the wound that he suffered would be enough to kill him. Like he got his cheek bitten off, but I mean, it's not like he bit his whole head off his neck.
Right.
But the other thing too, and
I'd like to think he died of fear.
that's it. Yeah, he died of a heart attack.
Yeah, he died of fear.
Right? The biggest offense here is that if you're going to set something like that up, you've got to show it, and they don't show it, right? You know, you referenced when you started talking about this that I'm okay if they kill him a different way, if they don't think they can pull that off. But if you're going to go in with that, then you've got to do it. Like they kind of half committed. They don't leave it up to my imagination, right? You know, there are some kills where you can kind of do that, but rats gnawing a dude's face off, that's the one you got to show, right? You've set it up. You've got the
gotta do
cage,
something.
right? With the hole in the bottom for his head to
And
fit into.
other movies have done this better. Like I've seen this done. Like I think 1984 has like an infamous scene with like the guy with the rat contraption that's like coming towards him and shit. I don't know.
And I mean, like, what year was this? This was 2000.
Even I think fucking one of the Fast and Furious movies has like a torture scene where they put like a rat on the guy's stomach and they like put the pot on his stomach and then they heat up the pot so that it has to like dig through his skin.
Oh, what movie is that?
I think it's one of the Fast and Furious movies. I could be wrong, but it's like a torture scene. Even that's more effective because even though you can't, obviously there's no rat in the pot, right?
Yeah.
But the idea gets to you, right? So instead of just cutting to black.
Well, at least in that instance, the idea is that the rat needs to get out because there's
Right. So it's going to go
burned,
through
right?
you. Yeah. Yeah.
No, they don't do that here.
No, that's, I mean, I'm saying other movies have done this better.
Yep.
Yeah.